And we're back.
Well, let's try that again. If you were around at the very start of the stream, we had a technical problem involving
Beers.
involving beers. Anyway, let's start again, Matt. Welcome to Board Stupid. This is our third ever live stream. We are professionals. And in our Board Stupid show, Matt.
Yes, welcome. Sorry.
Are you over it now?
Not yet.
So, yeah, in the Board Stupid show, we will talk all things tabletop board gaming. We're going to go through our monthly gaming highlights. We're going to do a little bit of show and tell. We will drink a beer or two. Well, I will. Matt spilled his.
Mine is on the floor.
Mine is on the floor.
Yeah, and part is still on the board. Actually,
it's not too bad.
It's not too bad, but
it's all right. And we'll also...
I'm going to get you a new copy, sorry, mate.
It's all right. And then also we're going to do a teach and play of this amazing game, HUANG, which I picked up at UK Games Expo, so we can talk a little bit about that. We haven't done a live stream in a couple of months, so we're a little bit rusty, obviously.
Well, we're pretty busy with UKG and all the content that
Is the mic on?
Did. Yes, it's
Oh,
the
good.
mic on.
Sorry,
Yeah.
yeah. Talk about the UKG, yeah, good, yeah, all that good stuff.
Yeah, so it's been very, very busy June. Between UKG and work, we've been like slammed.
It's been wild.
Absolutely. And we're glad that we can start again doing the live shows.
Absolutely.
And what do you want to start with?
Let's start, let's do some channel updates for you. So you may notice when you do go and see our channel that we have a join button. We're going to do some extra content for you. So there is a monthly additional video if you're interested in that. And as well as that, we've got some giveaway stuff, some merch, some other little bits and bobs on there as well, some more community chat that we're going to do. So if that is something that interests you, it helps the channel massively.
A lot, yeah.
Tremendously. So that's very exciting. We are finalising our History of the Spiel des Jahres series, and that will be coming very, very soon. We're filming the last one on Monday, which is the bumper final episode.
Yeah, we got the notice episode coming out on Monday.
And we're filming the 10s plus, up to date, basically, on Monday as well. And then from that point onwards, you'll see the comparison of this year's Spiel des Jahres nominees.
Yeah, because we managed to get all the three games that, to remind everyone, are Sky Team. Is one of them. Captain Flip.
That's right, Captain Flip. Yes.
Captain Flip is the second one, and the third one
In the Footsteps of Darwin.
In the Footsteps of Darwin. Yeah.
All of these are amazing games, by the way. So I put a little poll up.
The other day.
Page.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know if you've gone and voted on that, but I want you to vote, if you haven't already, on which one of those games you think will win the Spiel des Jahres. I think, let me go take a look at some stats now. In terms of that, what have the people voted? It's like out of, I think there's 100 votes or so, 85 votes.
It's true as well that, Sky Team is...
73% of the vote, you folks.
It's true as well that it's the game that has been out the most, because in the Footsteps of Darwin was released a Spiel, but it's been kind of like out of
it came
sold
out
everywhere,
sold out, and then there was a new print, and then it's doing very well. And I think the nomination is really what it normally does. People get super interested in it.
I would say, like, the other day when I was in London, I went to one of the to Orkness, for whoever is in knows London. It's one of these like historical board game shops in London.
Nice, the Orkness, great.
And they had a lot of copies, and I was like, oh wow, so they must predict that this is going to sell over a lot. So,
absolutely, absolutely. Have you played any of these games? Please do let us know in the live chat. That'd be super nice.
Who do we got on the chat? Can you guys say hi on the chat? Let's see.
We've got Cardboard It. We met him at UK Games Expo.
Oh,
he was in the chat that come and said hello. Hello.
Nice. Hello, mate. How you doing?
Yeah, nice to see you. We have Sonia again. So Sonia Müller, who we're going to go meet at Spiel, hopefully. So hello, Sonia. Nice to see you back again. Very nice. We got Si from the podcast team.
Oh yeah, of course.
Hello, Simon. Back on from the podcast team as well.
I forgot to mute the microphone while I was swearing.
Yeah, he did that.
I don't think I did any swear.
No, not this time. We'll see. We'll know because there'll be no adverts. And Sean Stevens, welcome to the chat and welcome to the stream, Sean. Sean's first comment was, lol.
Yeah, that was pretty.
That was pretty solid, mate.
Pretty.
And he then said, best start to a stream ever. I couldn't
Bloody
agree
hell,
more.
that was, yeah.
I couldn't agree more. Yes, mate, you did spot a neck oil, mate. I am hammering beer. There we go, Mr. Grady. Oh, hello, Grady. Nice to see you. Grady's on the live stream.
How
as
you
well.
guys doing?
Yeah, Grady's a friend of mine as well. I've known him for a very long time. Massive Final Fantasy fan. Grady, have you finished Final Fantasy VII Rebirth yet? I remember we were talking about that, and I think you're grinding your way through it.
Have you finished it?
I've done it, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm almost platinum.
Yeah, I don't have that much time.
I haven't touched it for the last month, but
I don't have that much time,
almost
mate.
platinum, yeah.
I do not have that much time. But platinum, man, there's a lot of challenges.
No, it's a little bit frustrating because it's kind of like a lot of like replaying what you already done. So it's a bit.
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
So we talked about some of those channel updates, some of those things coming up as well, which is very exciting. Should we talk about some game? Grady's not quite finished it yet. Yeah, it's a big ass game.
It's an amazing game. It's an amazing. I loved it. I loved
huge.
every single minute of that game. Yeah.
So, gaming highlights. Let's talk about some of the games that we've played over the past month or so.
Yeah.
And yeah,
you played definitely more than me because I've been out and about for work.
Doing a real job.
Yeah. I've been out for basically half of the month. I've been on the road. That was not nice, but hey.
But hey, it's okay.
Yeah, well, let's start with, well, we stayed in the footstep of Darwin. We played a few times now.
It's very good. They're great. It's won the British Artist nominees. And we'll talk about, when we do our comparison video, in more detail. But it is a very good game. I can see why it was nominated for sure. It's really light, breezy, family plus.
It's a tile placement game that I can see it's all about animals and species, and so I see how it's going to be appealing to a lot of people.
Absolutely.
As you say, very easy to learn and to play.
Very easy, very breezy. We also played Courtesans.
Yes.
Which is brought into the UK by Hachette UK, and that is a great, fun little pub type game.
Yeah, it is. It's a pub game. It's a very light-hearted pub game that you can have a laugh with.
A little bit of prodding. 15 minutes, you can play that. Just you draw 3 cards, you play the 3 cards. One for you, one for someone else, and one at the Queen's table. And there'll be lots of scoring that goes on around that, which is really clever. We of course played HUANG.
Yep.
It's one of the games that I bought from UK Games Expert, and we're going to play that again tonight, which is very, very fun, very exciting. HUANG is excellent.
Yeah, and we'll
talk about that.
Yeah, we'll show you what the game is about.
Yes. Card Baldit said he played Distilled, as did we.
We played a lot.
We played a ton of Distilled.
If you haven't seen it, we got a review video of Distilled out.
I can't do this because it won't happen.
No, it's gonna be go on the channel, go on the video. It's gonna be in the review section. I think both of us really liked
Distilled. Is amazing. Yeah, I love that. We threw all the expansions in, and it's cracking. Yeah, so we played a ton of Distilled, and that's real good. We also played Robot Quest Arena.
Yes.
That's
really
fun.
Really fun. We played in 4.
That's like Robot Wars, the board game.
Yes, it's Robot Wars, the board. It's actually with a little bit of twist, on the manga style, anime style, kawaii. How did they say? That everything's very cute and
kawaii,
kawaii with the cute robots and stuff. It's really fun. Again, it's a very light deck building games where you control one of the robots in the arena and just try to destroy the others. But it's very good that when you destroy one of the other robots is not out of the game, they will respawn, and the game continues until all the respawn tokens are out of the game. So yeah, it's really fun.
Really, really smart game, really clever. You can knock that out in half an hour. Yeah, Simon's played Distilled as well. It is an excellent game. Yeah, very, very good indeed. With a great theme. You played Seven Wonders Duel with the expansion.
I did play it again, Seven Wonders Duel.
You're like preparing for the new version.
Yeah, preparing for the Lord of the Rings one, for Battle for Middle-earth.
Yeah.
I did play it with the Pantheon expansions. Now, anyone's on the chat ever played with the Pantheon expansion? This is probably 3rd or 4th times that I played with the expansion, and I kind of start thinking about that. Maybe it's better without.
Maybe it's better without the expansion. Maybe. not all expansions are made equal. And we said this in our last live stream.
Yeah.
Sometimes they can make a game worse.
Yeah.
Or sometimes just like you just don't want to play with the expansion because there's extra rules that you feel like aren't necessary.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't feeling very. I don't know. The last couple of times I played with the expansion, I was like, maybe without next time.
Maybe without.
But yeah. We'll see. But yeah, I really like Seven Wonders Duels, even if I lose all the time. But hey, it's that's the game.
Absolutely. Right, so we move on to some show and tell. So what did you get? Did anything arrive for you from your massive backlog of Kickstarter?
Oh, actually last month, finally Primal The Awakens has arrived.
Okay.
And it's a box the size of this table, basically.
It's a map box.
And that is just the core game. And then there are another like 7 or 8 expansion boxes. Big minis, and yeah, it's a boss battler game. Very much like if you ever played Monster Hunter,
like the video game.
The video game. That is the feeling. You got these big bosses that you need to fight with 3 or 4 player, whatever number of player you got. It seems like really good. Yeah.
Very
so
nice.
I can't wait to put it on the table. I had no time even to take it out of
the cellophane or whatever.
Yeah, I did took out the rule box and I tried to read it a couple of times and I fell asleep. Yeah,
these rule books for your games, mate, they're like this big. They're real thick. So for me, I just got Captain Flip. So it's literally right here.
Yeah.
Yes, we're going to be playing the hell out of this as we go and review that for the episode that we're going to record on Monday, which is very exciting. We've got some booty from UK Games Expo, some loot, some stuff, our haul. Simon did a great picture of some of the stuff that we got from UK Games Expo on our Instagram, so you can go follow us on Instagram. Please go and do that if you haven't already, at Board Stupid UK. I picked up a copy of Brass Birmingham.
Oh yeah.
And this was a game that I've been dying to play because it's just the #1 game on Board Game Geek, and I'd never played it. So I bought a copy because I found a great price, and I played it, and it's pretty good. I mean, it's pretty good, man.
Yeah, I did not.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, unfortunately, I was out for work.
You were working.
So,
but Simon did play that,
Yeah.
and Simon will tell you if he enjoyed it. But I absolutely enjoyed it, and if Tom joins the stream, he will also let us know. But it is a cracking game. I've been thinking about that one for a while. I can't wait to play that again. I also picked up Sand, which I played. I didn't really like it.
Yeah, you say that you were so it was a game that we showed on our
It was on the Hype
Factor a few months ago now. I think probably February or March.
Yeah, we heard about
like that. It looked very interesting, and then you were very hyped about buying the game. You got it, and then it was not that good.
The game's fine, probably, but just I think it gels with me. I'm going to need to give it another couple of goes, but it didn't leave a good first impression.
So what is the game about? It's a
pick up and deliver
pick up and deliver.
But it's done in a significantly heavier way than I think the game needs to be. But that might just be me. I mean, I think it's just too much going on for what that game is trying to do. But my opinion might change when I play it again. So I'll give it another few goes and then I'll let you know. And we'll play that together as well.
Yeah,
you'll let me know if you feel the same as me.
We'll give it a go, yeah. Because it's a Devere game and
Devere's good stuff.
Rarely they miss the target, so
yeah. And
could it be the first one? Yeah,
could be. But those are the couple of things that I picked up, and I picked up World Wonders as well. If anyone's played World Wonders, it's a tremendous tile laying game.
It is really
ridiculous. Good. Yeah, we play a full game of it. It's freaking great. The production is amazing.
We played a game of
rapid fire,
and then we found out that we were playing with the wrong rules, so
halfway then change it again and then start. But then I played it at home a couple of times with Tina, and it's absolutely amazing. Simon, with typical understatement, Brass Birmingham was a very solid game.
Fair enough. Is it because you lost, mate? I heard that. This is Simon.
Well, Faye won. She wins everything.
Yeah,
so,
that's normal. But
that's normal for Faye. So what about you? What did you pick up, Matt? You picked up a few things.
Talking about the Veer, I picked up the White Castle that I really want to. Now as soon as I'm gonna have a little bit more time from work, I just want to sit down, learn the rules, so we can play together. What else did I pick up?
51st
I
State, I think.
picked up 51st State Ultimate Edition.
Back here somewhere.
Because it's been on my list to buy for a long time. But the price point was always like, probably not, probably next time. And then it was one of those great last day at UKG deal. It's like the game, I think, is the normal price is around the £70 mark. Last day of UKG, I was just like, it was the last hour before closing, not even less, like the last 20 minutes. I saw one of the retailers that got a copy on the shelf, was the only copy on the shelf, and I was like, I'll give you £30. The guy was like, oh no, 50. I was like, 35. Oh no, 45. 38. That is yours.
£38. What a bargain, mate.
I think that was
that's a bargain.
Pretty much a bargain.
That's bargain of the weekend.
Yeah.
Mate.
And that is what. If you watch the video about the UKG tips of what to do, that was one of them. Go there, and if you want to contract the price, you can do it. Yeah. Especially the last day.
Last few hours, that's your bargain time.
Yeah, they don't want to bring it. The more they need to bring back, the more the worse is for them. So you'll get very nice games for very low. What else did I got? Oh, I got this.
This tiny little box, look, Gloomhaven, buttons and bugs, the tiniest Gloomhaven you'll ever see. Look at this. This tiny little thing. What even is that?
It's Gloomhaven in a box. It's Gloomhaven button and bugs. It's a one-player dungeon crawler.
Ah, a little solo dungeon crawler.
That you can, my plan was to bring this when I go like traveling for work and try to do it.
Play your first solo game.
Yeah, exactly. Though that was exactly the.
Does anyone else solo game?
Oh yeah, go.
Do you solo game? Because I don't solo. I will only do solo gaming in the effort of learning a game if it has a solo mode, right? And then I'll sort of learn the game through playing it solo. Sorry, this is a super cute production. That Buttons and Bugs is amazing. It's adorable.
You should see the minis. Let me.
Get the minis out. The minis are tiny. They're really cute little minis.
So I'm not sure if you can.
You can even see on this.
To see it.
Look at those.
But look how small they are.
Little mini hero minis.
So the idea of the game is that it's still in the Gloomhaven world. You're basically been shrinked.
Oh, cool.
To be, So all the adventures and all the locations are literally like, I don't know, you got some, like a button will be a giant things since you're like so small. So it seems very nice. All the maps are made of card tiles, and for the rest is, it's a mini Gloomhaven. So
very nice.
That is gonna be done. And last one that I picked was the System Gateway.
Null Signal.
From Null Signal. That is the unofficial.
It's like a Netrunner.
Yeah.
So the extended continuation of Netrunner, but done unofficially.
Exactly. So as you know, Netrunner has finished a few years ago because Fantasy Flight didn't want to continue. This is because there's a legal dispute. The original game was from Wizard of the Coast.
Okay, from D&D and Magic the Gathering fame.
Wizard of the Coast gave the IP, the license to Fantasy Flight to produce the card game. When the license had expired, Wizard of the Coast took it back and decided that they were doing nothing with it because they need to push other games.
Okay.
What Null system game system had done, they took the idea of Netrunner and made a game that is compatible with Netrunner. You don't have the same keywords or you don't have the same symbols. But you kind of get that it's the same.
But you kind of get it's the same thing.
You can play it with your core box of Netrunner, or this box in particular is a standalone, so is just playing with this with these new cards. Again, Netrunner is one of my favorite 1v1 game, and definitely one of my favorite card games. So I'm looking forward to play this new version, even because it's very well maintained. They releasing new cards every 2 quarters or something like that. There is a big community behind, so yeah, why not? And for £25 you get the core box that includes, like, is it 3 or 4 decks or something like that? So,
very good.
Yeah.
So Carbout says only really play solo game is a roll and write stuff like railroading. Yeah,
Okay.
railroading is a good one you can do for that as well. It's like you can do that in a coffee shop while you're having a coffee, play some of that, or play it on a train.
Yeah, is it like doing crosswords?
Yeah, it's basically like doing
Yeah,
crosswords.
yeah.
It's exactly like that, yeah. And Sonia plays solo games like Final Girl.
Okay.
But together with her partner, taking turns with the dice rolling and making decisions together.
All right,
Does that
Sonia,
count? Yeah, I guess it does. I mean...
Tell me something, because I never went too close to Final Girl because of the number of expansions.
There's a lot there, isn't there?
And the fact there is a solo game. I know more or less how it works and whatever. It just like scares me the fact that they got so many expansions that I'm gonna be like, I want them all. And for a pure like collection reason, I wanted to buy them all, and I don't think I'm gonna do it. The same reason why I'm stay as much away as possible from Unmatched.
Yeah, don't go near Unmatched, because that's another reason. Yeah, you'll end up wanting to collect all of that.
Yeah,
but
that's
I hear good things about Final Girl. I played it once. My buddy Ben has it, and we played. I played it, and he kind of watched, and we did some things together with it, and it was fun. I mean, I can see why it's well designed as a solo game. It's definitely. Does it work in collaboration, Sonia, to do that together? I guess just making decisions together. I guess, but it feels very much like a solo experience to me. Yeah. All right. So that is a lot of our show and tell stuff. All the stuff that we've got. We talked about some of our gaming highlights. We talked about the channel updates. That's a lot.
Yeah, that's already it's already half an hour in with
the do we dig into
incident. Yeah, let's do it. Do you wanna show the guys what is this game about?
I will, and let's introduce this segment. So. Mano a Mono is what we are sort of unofficially calling it, and this is me and Matt playing a game on stream, which is what we're doing right now with a teach, and it's currently 2-0 to this guy.
Yeah, it is.
I can't believe it.
It is.
But it is. It's currently 2-0 to me. I played Radlands, beat Matt at his favourite game, and then we played...
You won at the last turn.
The last turn.
Some madness.
Yes, I did. And then we played Knar, which is also very good. And that was a very close game as well. I think, because you're pretty good at area control games, that this might be your time. But
we'll see.
We'll see. So,
I'm pretty tired, so...
Matt is absolutely exhausted. He's completely tired. So, we're going to dig into HUANG, and let's talk about this wonderful game. HUANG is obviously based in ancient China, and it is a tile placement and area majority type game designed by Rainer Knizia. You will know this game by a prior name, which is Yellow and Yangtze. So that was the original name of this game, and is still available secondhand in some spaces. But Phalanx Games got a hold of it, and they have released it under the name HUANG, which means yellow in Chinese. So, and that's what we're playing today. And what we have in front of us is we have 5 leaders each. Each leader is in a different color, and they will start in front of our player boards. Matt is playing the flute-playing goats, and I am playing the tigers. We also have our screen here, and the screen is important because behind our screen we have 6 tiles. Always shall there be 6, 6 there shall always be. So at the end of our turn, we'll draw back up to 6 tiles behind this screen. And we use these tiles to take our turns. Behind these screens, we're also going to be putting our victory points. The victory points come in 5 different colors, which Matt will try and show off here. So we've got 1, 2, there we go. 3, and then 4, and we've got 1 over here. We've got a white one over here. Very good. And that's very important. When you win points, you're going to hide them behind your screen. And because, based in sort of the Chinese way, I guess, the Chinese mythological way or Chinese historical way, you're looking for balance. So you will only score points at the end equal to the colour you have the least amount of. So if you've got 5 green and 25 yellow, you're getting 5 points.
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything. So there is very much this, the entire game is balance.
Yeah, balance. You're trying to get an equal number of each of these, with the exception of white, where if you want to get as many of these as possible, good on you, because they're wild. At the end of the game, you can put them towards any other color to sort of even out any sort of bumps that you might have. So that's a couple of interesting things about the point scoring in this game. So let's go through how the game plays and what you're going to be doing on your turn in order to score those points. Well, on your turn, you take 2 actions. And the actions that you can take could be, for example, place a leader on the map. So if we go to the overhead, if I place a leader on the map, it can only be adjacent to a yellow tile. Leaders can only go next to these governor tiles. They call them governor tiles in the game, so yellow tiles, only adjacent to those. When I position a leader, I can place it directly on the map, or I can move it to another space on the map, or I can take it off the map and put it back in front of my, my screen here. And that's important for reasons that I will go into. So that's my placing of a leader. I could also, if I want to, place a tile. I can place a tile anywhere I want with no restriction. So for example, well, here's an example with a restriction. Here is a blue tile, which I must place in these blue river spaces here. So as you can see, blue tile goes in the blue river space. If I've got anything except a blue tile, I could put them anywhere else. So let's pull one out of the bag here. Here's a red tile. And the red tile, I could just put here for whatever purpose. I can put them anywhere. But there is a reason why I might want to put them in specific places. I won't score points for placing my tiles unless I have a leader is in the same area as the tile that I've just placed. Here is an example. If I have my yellow leader right here, and there is a red tile here, if I then place a yellow tile, I will score a yellow point. It doesn't matter how far away this yellow leader is, this yellow point is from the yellow leader, as long as it's in the same congregation of tiles that are connected together and my yellow leader is in that area of connected tiles, I will score a point for placing it. So I could have 20 red tiles between my yellow leader and this yellow tile, but I would still score a point when I place it. Okay? So that is that. Hopefully that is clear. So there we are. That is tile placement. There are
the different tiles.
Yes, there are some effects that the tiles will have. Yellow tiles are the only places that leaders can be attached to, and they will also give strength to your leaders. So in the event that they come attacked, you want to surround your leaders with these yellow tiles. So that's what they do. Your red tiles are used for wars. If I create a big region here, otherwise known as a state, a collection of tiles is a state, that ends up connecting to a state that has a maybe one of Matt's leaders. If both of those states have the same color leader in, i.e. yellow and yellow, it starts a war. And in that instance, red tiles are going to be useful because they will tell you how strong your military is. If I've got more red tiles than in my state than Matt has in his state, I'm probably going to win that war. Okay, that's red tiles. You also have white tiles. And as you can imagine, white tiles are wild, has no specific ability, but it will get you wild points. And wild points are the best type of points.
Yes, you want to because at the end of the day, since you're scoring the lowest of the colors that you got, that is going to help bumping up this or that color that you didn't manage to get too many.
Correct. Green tiles. When I place a green tile, I can actually take a tile from this market, this open market here, which actually happens to be flooded with green tiles, which is unusual, but it is what it is. That is the luck of the draw. So I can take a tile from the market. This will help me in building towards a specific turn for my next turn. So that is green tiles. I can place blue tiles. Blue tiles, let me fish one out of here, can actually be placed on this river, as we see here in this example. But when I place a blue tile, if I've got any other blue tiles, I can also place them as part of the same action as the river flows down. We're getting a point for each as long as my blue leader is also on the map. Here is a legal placement with my blue leader next to a yellow tile, and then the blue tiles going on to the blue spaces. Each one would score me a blue point. And I could do that all for one action, putting these 3 tiles down. So that's the blue. Alrighty. So we talked about positioning a leader. We talked about placing a tile and how we might get points for that. We could also do some funky stuff, such as causing a peasant's revolt. This can let you take a tile off of the map.
Yep.
There might be a few reasons that will become clear as we do that. But to do that, you need to discard 2 blue tiles from behind your screen. I could also build a pagoda. Yep. If I've got a triangle of 3 of the same color, in this instance, we'll use blue as the example again. Here is a triangle of 3 tiles right here. I could discard 2 green tiles to place a pagoda, oh here we go, in that triangle. Now, as long as my blue leader is in this state, this connected series of tiles, at the end of every turn, this pagoda will give me a blue point, which is fantastic, obviously. So that is building a pagoda. And the final action I can do of the 5 options that I have is to replace the tiles behind my screen. If I don't like what I've got behind my screen, as one of my actions, I can get rid of as many as I want into the box. Can completely refresh and pull another set out of the bag. It does cost me an action, but it might get me a better turn for my turn.
Yeah, it sounds more complicated than what it is.
This is a very good game.
Again, the fact that you can only do 2 actions during your turn kind of like very much limit what you can do. So of all these actions that Wayne just explained, you will have to pick 2 of them.
2 of them.
You can do the same action twice.
Yes.
If you want to do so. And yeah, I would say if we start playing, that is gonna be way better.
Absolutely. I'll explain anything extra as we go. But just to know that your leaders will give you some buffs if they're off the board.
Yep.
But while they're off the board, they're not scoring you points. Because you only get points by placing the right color tiles with your leaders that are on the board.
That's why you want to have that action where you can put the leader on the board and removing the leader on the board, because or you want to move them around the map.
Yeah, so Carl Baudet has said, is this closely related to Tigris and Euphrates? That is a wonderful question, and it is yes. And the answer is yes. This is the successor to it. Yeah. So there is a couple of schools of thought on this, and one is that Tigris and Euphrates is a superior game, and there is an argument to be had both ways, that which one is better, inverted commas, or not better. But the actual fact of the matter is that they're just 2 different approaches to the same system. So this is the slightly more forgiving game, because as you'll notice, Carl Baudet, this is hexes as opposed to squares, but it borrows heavily from that system, which is really cool. Steve loves the Martian t-shirt. Thank you, mate. You can find that on Into the AM. And and I know you watch our content. You're one of my favourite commenters. So thank you, Steve, for joining in for the stream. And that's where you can find this. Let me see if there's anything else I need to catch up with. So Sonia says, for Final Girl, she only has the Nightmare on Elm Street inspired one. But apparently that is very, very fun and wants to get the Arctic Station one next. Very good. Okay. So yes, it is related to Tigris and Euphrates. So shall we begin? I've drawn 6 more random tiles just so I'm not completely cheating, Matt. And would you like me to go first, or would you like to go first?
You can go first. Come on.
Oh, well, I will go on. Thank you very much. Well, let's begin by placing a, let's do this. Let's do a green leader right here. It must be adjacent to a yellow tile, which I placed here. When I place a green leader, nothing else happens. Then for my second action, I'll place a green tile. When I place a green tile, this has now formed a state. Because my green leader is in this state and I've placed a green tile, it gets me a green point, which I take from the supply, and it goes behind my screen. And because I placed a green tile, I can take one from this open market.
Yep.
So I'll take this red tile. Matt, no reason why. I'm going to take this red tile and add it to the back of my screen and replace that here. So those are my 2 actions. I placed my leader and I placed a tile, and I don't get to pull any extra tiles out of here because I already have 6 behind my board.
Cheating.
No cheating. It's only 6. 6 there shall be. Matt, it's over to you.
Okay, perfect. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my yellow leader as my first action. And my second action, I'm going to place it here.
That's your first action. Place your yellow.
As my first action. As my second action, I'm going to place another yellow tile here. That's going to give me 1 yellow point.
Very good. And then you draw back up.
I'll draw back up.
Very, very nice.
Off we go.
Off we go. So my first action is going to be, I'm going to place a green tile right here. That will get me another tile from the market. So I'll take a red one. And then if Matt can fill this back up for me, that would be great. So you can fill the market back up. And because I placed a green tile, it also gets me a green victory point. So that comes to me. Thank you very much. And then what I'm going to do, Matt, is I'm going to place a red tile. Let's place a red tile out. No reason. I'm just going to put a red tile right here. Let's do that. So a red tile. I didn't get a point for that because my leader is off the board. And those were my 2 actions. I placed a green tile. I placed a red tile.
Perfect. Back to me.
I need a tile from the back.
And you need to refresh.
Cool.
I'm gonna play another yellow.
Gets you a yellow point.
Another yellow point. And then again, I'm gonna put another yellow.
Oh man, it is digging into these yellow points. Very good.
And then I refresh.
Very nice.
6 tiles.
Very nice. Okay, so I think I'm going to. Yeah, I think I will do this. I'll place another green tile because this is happening for me. Look at this. I've got some nice Cold War across the front here, which gets me a green point.
Hey Max, welcome to the stream.
Hey,
how
Max.
you doing?
Nice to see you.
We were talking about you at UKG.
We certainly were. We certainly were.
And yeah, it's all cardboard. It's all cardboard, and the leader's got a plastic base with a standee, like
a little standee,
a little cardboard stand,
and it's perfectly fine. No issue with that. Yeah. All right. So for my second action, I'm just going to place a yellow tile just over. Actually, there should be one here already. I'm missing one. So let me put one here, and let me grab another tile back here. So that should be one there. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to place a blue leader as my second action. There we go.
Perfect.
Job done. I think that I am happy with that.
Good. Amazing. As my first action, I'm going to place my blue leader here on the edge. And then I'm going to use as my second action the blue tiles abilities that will let you place as many blue tiles as you want.
There we go.
So in this case, I put 2, and I'm getting
2 points. Excellent.
2 blue points.
Good for you.
And I take 2 tiles.
2 tiles back. Exactly.
So as you can see, it's very snappy.
Yeah.
Especially 2-player.
But even 4 players is pretty
snappy.
Yeah,
it's a little bit more. Yeah, you need to kind of like know the rules and to get into more like a deep strategy. But yeah, no, absolutely.
And we're playing quick and dirty for the stream.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
We're not worrying too much about it.
Come on, your one.
My one. Yeah, Max says there is a upgraded version. Of course, I got the cardboard standees. Yeah. Matt is upset with me.
No, to be honest, minis are a little bit too much for this game.
But it works just fine with how it is. Right, so I have a couple of options here. Let's pop my yellow leader down over here in this area. And we're going to go, yeah, okay, we're going to do this. So we're going to go 1 yellow point for me. And just to show you as an example, if I put this down here, this is part of a contiguous state. I've got a leader connecting the state, but it doesn't matter. I've extended the state off of this leader. He is part of the state. So I've added a yellow tile all the way down here. It doesn't matter that my yellow leader is up here. I will still get a point because this is part of the same state.
And you
So
get
there we go.
your yellow point.
I get another yellow point. Very good.
Okay. That is me.
That's me.
Oh, it's you again.
That's me. No, now it's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn, yeah. What am I gonna do?
What are you going to do, Matt?
So, to build a pagoda, you need to discard 2 green tiles.
Unless your green leader is off the map.
And in this case, it is off the map. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna discard 1 green tile. Let's put it here on the side.
Yep.
To build a yellow pagoda.
There we go.
Because I do have a formation of 3, and I can build my pagoda here. Now the pagoda will give me an extra yellow every turn.
Absolutely.
So this was my first action, and as for my second action, I am gonna put my white leader.
Ooh, spicy.
Let's say up here.
Over here. Matt's got some white tiles, I believe. That's what that feels like. Cool. All right, you need to draw up to 6.
Refresh.
Yeah, you're going to refresh. Excellent. Good. Over to me. For my first action, let's get 3 blue points. Why wouldn't we do that?
I think we got like a
Here we go.
vampire in the room, so got like a very nasty...
Heat rash, stress rash.
No, it's mosquito bite.
Oh, nasty. So I'm placing 3 blue tiles as 1 action. And again, notice my blue leader is all the way up here, but because it's part of the same state, it'll still get me points. So I get 3 points for that. So I get 1, 2, 3 victory points in 1 action. Well, maybe 3, Matt. Who knows what I've got left. How much I've got of all of the other colours. And then for my next action, I will place a red tile just here. Just to just do a little thing right here. Doesn't get me any points, but let's see what happens.
Perfect. Okay.
And let me draw some tiles, please, sir.
Off you
Thank
go.
you very much. Over to you in a second.
Right, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna place a yellow tile here. That gives me a white
white tile, you mean?
tile. A white tile, sorry.
Okay,
Thank
white point.
you, white point. And then I'm gonna put a red one just about here.
What are you putting a red one there for, Matt?
Off you go.
No reasons, just putting a red tile there.
Oh, and at the end of the turn, this is gonna give me 1.
At the end of your absolutely end of every turn, which will is always difficult to remember, but you will 100% get points at the end of your turn for that. For my first action, I think I would like to place my red leader on the map. Let's pop him up there. Let's do that, and then I'm going to place a red tile here, and that will get me
1 point, one
a
red point.
red point. Thank you very much. Let's pop that in there. Sorry for the stream, but my arm right across there. So there we go. 1 red point.
Perfect. I don't seem to got
1, 2, 3, 4,
any
5.
red tiles.
And I'll take 1.
at the
Oh,
moment.
what a shame. What a shame.
A shame.
What could possibly go wrong?
Okay.
All right.
What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do?
What are you going to do?
I'm gonna keep pumping the yellow.
Pump in the yellow.
Another point in yellow.
Okay.
Another. I'm gonna place my green leader just about. Not really sure what I'm gonna. Oh, well, let's go this side of the map.
Okay, let's go over there.
Yeah, why not?
Interesting.
And then I'm gonna refresh again.
All right. So, we've got this lovely river dividing me and Matt, which is, I will be honest, kind of upsetting. But it's fine. It is what it is right now. So I'm going to place 2 red tiles. We're going to go 1, and we're going to go 2.
Wow! So
and
it's
we're going to
getting
get
ready for war.
No, I'm just. It's a peace operation. It's a special military operation in my own state. But no war at all. 2 red points for me, and I would like 2 tiles, please, Matt. Thank you very much. Over to you.
What am I gonna do? I'm gonna place a green tile here. Give me 1 green.
Steve, you're right, mate. Joining those states would be fun.
Another green one here. So another green point, and off we go. Right. I played 2 greens, so I can take 2.
You take 2 from here, yeah.
Tiles from the market.
Yeah, and then we fill those back up. Absolutely.
Off we go.
All right then. So, what do I want to do with these here? Matt, you missed a yellow point. Nice one. Thank you, Sean.
Great. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you, chat. We love that. That's very helpful. So, what do I want to do? I think I would really like to, let me pull this green leader off the map. There we go. I pull the green leader off the map.
Okay.
Which then means he gives me his buff.
Yeah.
So I then spend this green tile, and then that's going to go off the board, and I build a green pagoda.
Nice.
At this point, it won't... actually, I could instead build a blue pagoda, because that will make sure I get a point.
Yeah.
Right, as opposed to not. So I will do that, and it will get me a blue point. So I'm going to come over here and get myself a blue point.
Nice.
There we go. That is my 2 actions,
Okay.
I believe. I pulled my guy off, and that's it.
I'm gonna do my action. I'm gonna place a green tile here for 1 green point.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a green tile from the market.
Okay.
I'm gonna discard 2 green tiles to build
combos.
a green pagoda.
Green pagoda.
That gives me 1 point at the end of my turn.
And
on
the
top
yellow point.
of the yellow one.
Gross. I hate it. Okay. Right then, let's see what we can do about that. I don't like you getting all of that. That's not fun. For me. It's very fun for you. Terrible for me. Let's do this. Let's do a hostile takeover. So if I try this, so we can show the stream how this works.
Let's do it.
If I place a green leader in a state that already has a green leader, this will cause a fuss.
Yeah.
But what I'm going to do first, actually, because I think this makes more sense, I take my yellow leader off the board first.
Yeah.
And then I place my green leader over here.
Okay.
Now we have a state with 2 clashing colour leaders.
So what happened now?
This is now a revolt.
Yes.
You can never have 2 of the same colour leader in a single state.
Exactly.
If you do, it will cause either a war or, in this case, a revolt.
A revolt.
The revolt is if you put your leader in that state. A war is when 2 states will organically join through tile placement.
And it will happen.
And it will happen. It's going to happen in this
So,
game.
and how do we, so let's talk about the revolt. So in this case, how this get resolved?
So, we will divide our strength by the number of yellow tiles that are adjacent to these leaders. In this case, it is just 1.
Yes.
1 for you and 1 for me.
But
I can commit yellow tiles from behind my screen, if I have any, towards the strength to try and win this state, which would kick Matt's leader off of the board. Matt could also do the same. He could also commit his yellow tiles, and whoever has the most wins.
Yeah.
Notice I took my yellow dude off of the board, because while my yellow leader is off the board, it gives me 1 extra strength.
So
when I
you
do a
basically,
revolt.
at this point, you got strength of 2,
Yeah,
while
and
I just have strength of 1. Now, you've been the attacker in this case, so you now can decide if you want to commit more yellow tiles.
Absolutely, and Matt, I do think I want to commit more yellow tiles. I don't like you getting green points every single turn. That is upsetting to me. So I'm going to spend... Let's not be shy. Let's put 4 tiles. So my current strength is 4, 5, 6.
Okay, and I'm happy for you to do all of that. I'll take back my green leader.
So, as a result of this, this gets spent. So these are off of the board.
Yep.
I now have this pagoda.
Yep.
This is now mine. So at the end of my turn, I will get that pagoda point, which is green.
Yep.
And I will get this blue point because this pagoda is still in this state, which I still control. So I'll get 1 green point, and I'll get 1 blue point. Reach over there, sorry, Matt. And then, because it's at the end of my turn, I'll draw back up to 6 tiles.
Yep.
Give us the tile back,
Off you go.
and I will pass it over to you.
What am I gonna do now? I don't know. Well, let's do this. I'm gonna start with the rivers up here. This is gonna give me 2 blue points. So
Very good.
I'm taking 2 blue points. And then I'm going to have another little...
Another yellow point over there?
Here, plus the points from my pagoda.
Excellent.
So,
very
off
good.
we go.
Indeed. And you need to, So, interesting point of note. I can't force a war by placing a leader that would make a war happen on purpose. It has to be done through tile placement. Well, of course, I can't put him here because it's in the water. Can't do that anyway. But it would have to be through tile placement regardless. And luckily, I think I can do just that. So why wouldn't I do that? So Matt, let's do that. Let's pull my red leader off the map.
Yay.
And then let's play a blue tile,
Yeah.
to join these states together. So now we can explore what the war system looks like in HUANG.
However, in this case,
there's
there's not going to be any war.
There is not a war because you have your, there's no clash of colours.
Because I got a yellow leader
Correct.
in my territory. Wayne's got only a blue one, so there is no there's no
Correct.
conflict.
Well, I want to fight, so let me not do that. Let me instead place my yellow leader back down, and then we'll see where we go from there.
Yeah.
There
All
we
right.
go. There's my actions, and I get a blue point at the end of my turn.
Yes, and a green point.
And a green point. Thank you very much. One blue point, one green point, and there we go. I may well have forgotten something, but that's where we are.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool.
For me, I am going to keep going with my river. That's going to give me another 2 points. But I do like.
You're right, Steve. These two leads are the same colour. I'll fluff that up.
Yeah. So I get 2 colours for that, and then I'm going to put a little red tile.
There we go. Now Matt's starting to defend his territory because he hasn't had the chance to draw those tiles. And I've been aggressively doing a special operation over here.
And I get my 3 tiles back.
There we go. So now I will continue what I was going to do.
Okay.
I will place a blue tile here, which will get me a blue point. As part of the same action, I place a second blue tile. It'll get me a blue point. Now at this point, we've created a situation where we have 2 states that have been joined by this tile. Now this creates a war. When you have a war, first thing that you do is you cover the tile that was placed. It does not form part of the war. So it's just to say that this is the point where the war started in this area. Wars are slightly different from revolts. So the way that wars work is we derive the strength of each constituent state by the number of red tiles that the state has. In this instance, this state has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as before with the revolt, my red leader is off the map. As you can see, he is now off the map in front of my screen, which adds an extra strength.
So my one
is also off the map, so Matt also provides for Matt.
So I get 1, 2 red, plus 1 is 3.
3. So my current strength is 5, plus 1 is 6. Now wars will go from the left of the person that started the war. In this case, it's Matt. If Matt would like to commit any extra red tiles from behind the screen,
I'm fine not committing any red tiles.
So Matt is happy that he's been outgunned in this particular scenario.
However, no, because if I commit red tiles, so how does the work is that you gonna remove from your territory the difference between.
So the more you commit, the more I would have to remove. Correct.
Exactly.
So yeah, basically at the end of the war resolution, the winner needs to remove red tiles from the state equal to the amount that the loser had committed, and that's what you do. So that's what I would have to do.
Exactly. So I'm gonna commit 2 red tiles.
Okay. So if I want to do,
so I got 5 points. You got 6.
Cool. I don't want to lose many from this state, so I will also commit an extra couple.
Okay.
Just from behind my screen, so I can do that.
Okay.
We then look at the total strength, but of course, in my case, I have 5, 6, 7, 8 versus Matt's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The difference there is 3.
Yep.
I must remove 3 tiles.
2 from your
from here,
you committed, and 1 from
the state itself. There we go. And these come off the board. Now Matt's leader goes home. I get a point for kicking out that leader. So that gives me a yellow point. And then at the end of this war resolution, I will also get the pagoda points. So I get 1 yellow point and 1 blue point.
So you take the yellow point.
And then a blue point. And that
was a good turn.
That was a
for
war.
you.
That was a great turn for me. Are you kidding me? And then I need to draw back up. So.
Exactly, so you draw back up. But now, yeah, you won the war, so we can remove the war token.
Absolutely.
But what I'm going to do is simple. I'm going to create a revolt.
So, very simple. Matt has put a revolt in there.
So I put my leader back where I lost the previously. Now the state is one single state.
Absolutely.
That means that instead of being a war, it's going to be a revolt.
Two clashing colours.
Revolts are based on yellow tiles rather than red. So in this case, I have a strength of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 just at the start against 2 for Wayne.
Doesn't look good for me.
So
it does not look good. So in a revolt, no tiles are lost. It's up to me if I want to commit any at this point. So I don't think I do that. So you're going to kick me out of this state.
I'm going to
get a yellow point for booting me out.
Yeah.
And then that was your first thing,
That
right?
was my first action.
Yeah.
And as my second action,
So for the strength of the revolt, you're looking at the yellow tiles that are touching the yellow leader specifically.
Yeah.
So yeah. And what's your second action going to be?
My second action is going to be getting my green dude up in the same state.
Ah, very nice. So you got a green dude up here.
And then I draw my
Then you draw your tiles. Very nice. I like it. Okay, well, let's do a couple of things over here. Do I want to do that?
And I forgot, I need to take the yellow.
Ah, now you take the yellow pagoda point. Absolutely. Revolt is based on the colour where the two leaders are of the same colour. Exactly. It's like a war. Exactly. So you've got two leaders of the same colour. Same with, and we had yellow versus yellow there. All right. So let's maybe get myself some more points of that colour. So let's put my red leader back out. And then let's get a red tile on the board. So that will get me a red point, which I'm very happy with. Very good.
Good.
And I'll take a tile, please, Matt. That's my
For my next action, I'm going to place a yellow.
Oh, I also get a blue point and a green point for my pagodas. Sorry, I do apologise. Sorry, stream, just leaning over. Blue point and a green point. So, yeah.
So my first action, I'm going to put my another yellow, so it gives me a yellow point. And then I'm going to move my blue from here to here.
Okay.
That means it's going to create again a revolt against this dude here. So we need to resolve the revolt. My power at the moment is 3.
Okay.
Your one is 1.
Plus my yellow leader.
Yeah, so it's 2. So 3 to 2.
3 to 2. And as the defender, I can commit tiles if I want. And I'm wondering how many that you have. I can, if I want to. Do I think you have enough? And the defender will win ties, which is important in this game.
Yes.
Let's see. Let's go for it.
Okay.
Let's go for it. I'm going to commit 3. So my total strength now is 5.
My total strength is 3.
So you'd need another 3 in order to beat me. He's got 3 back. How have you got 3?
So, bye-bye.
You shyster. All right, that goes away.
I'm getting 1 blue
And I spend
and
these.
1 blue at the end of the turn.
Unbelievable. That
And
is
then
very
I
upsetting.
need to refresh.
What is this? What is this? It's a fix. So what you'll notice as well, because I had to commit these in defence, and I don't draw up until the end of my turn, I start my turn with less tiles.
Yes, and that is the downside of committing tiles.
Yes, especially in defence.
Yeah.
So it's it is very upsetting in that way. But I can
Now, what the other things that we created here, having removed this dude from here, as cut out.
It's a new state now.
Is a new state. So if Wayne adds a red tile to this cluster, he will not get the point because the dude is in a different cluster.
Correct. So I'd need to join these two states in order to do that. But what I will do instead, actually, let's pop down here because I like this idea, and I'm going to put my white leader, and I'm going to get just a white point. Because white points are the best points. There we go. They can go in there. And now I can draw up to my full strength.
Yeah.
And do I even own any pagodas now? I own a green one.
Oh, you own a green one, yeah.
So I have the green one. So I get my green point at the end as well. There we are. Mr. Matt.
Okay. What am I going to do? I'm gonna place another yellow here for no points because I got no yellow there. However, I'm gonna place a white tile here that's gonna give me 1 white.
Very
Now,
spicy.
Then at the end of my turn, I'm getting 1 yellow, 1 blue.
Oh, now it's heating up for Matt. I might have taken the early lead, but it is
And
getting closer. Now we start to go there. Okay, right, everybody, put your votes in. Who do you think is going to win?
No, don't do that because every time
No.
I lose when you do that.
What do you think? What do you think, stream? Let us know who you think is going to win this game. I'm interested to know.
All right, Wayne.
Let's do this. All right, so I'm going to do 2 white tiles, and I'm going to create a nice peaceful union of states here, which will get me
2 points.
2 white points, which I'm relatively happy with, and I'll get some tiles from the bag. And that was my turn, Matt. Thank you.
Right, now I got my red leader that's coming into play.
Aha.
I'm adding my red leader here.
Yep.
Now, being that guy cut out, there's no revolt, no war or anything. But if then you want to join that, there's going to be a war.
There's going to be a war.
But now this is my state.
Absolutely.
So the game is very much, there's not like this is I build my kingdom, you build your kingdom and we fight against each other. It's very much...
It's more dynamic than that, more flowy.
Yeah, exactly. It's you start with your own little clusters, but it's you can't do anything. They're gonna merge.
Yeah.
In a 4-player game, that basically at the end you're gonna end up having one gigantic state, and then it's all about who's kicking out who, basically.
Absolutely.
So yeah, this was my first action. For my second action, I'm gonna add 1 to get 1 red point.
Yeah, Sean says, Matt for the win, Forza Matt. There we go, mate. You've got the support so far. We will see. But that is a good start, my friend.
Right.
That is a good start. So let me do this. I'm not too worried about the green points right now because I have that pagoda. That is still mine. So for my first action, I'm going to take my green person back from the board and off in front of me. I'm going to spend this green tile to then make the white pagoda, which I then control.
That is really nice.
So that will get me a white point at the end of my turn.
Yeah, that is a lot.
So there we go. That's what I do right now, and that is my turn. And now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 extra tile for me. Oop. And over to you, Matt.
Okay. What am I going to do?
Grady says looking good for you as well right now, mate. So, but what do I know? Mate, you can see and feel it. Steve reckons I'm going to come storming back. Well, we will see. It's about tactical influence with some very key strategic placement. You're 100% right. I haven't played this game nearly enough to understand all of the nuances here. But all we know is it's very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna place.
And we're really close to the end, by the way. It's not far away.
My green oh no, mate!
I took your green leader. Oh, sorry, I must have taken this one. Sorry, I cocked that right up. So let me take that back.
So you need to put a 1 green.
There it goes, green back, refund.
I was like, where is my green leader?
Yeah, sorry, I took the wrong person.
Okay, so my first action, I'm gonna move my green leader.
Yeah, there you go.
Here, and add the green tiles. That's my second action. I'm taking the yellow tile from here, and I need to get 2 green points, please.
Yes, you do. 2 green points for you. There we go. There we go. I think the impact of the beers is having an effect. My first action is going to be to add a white tile.
One other white.
One more white point for me. Yeah. I love white points. White points are great points. But I do need to do something extra. So let me also put a yellow. That is not my yellow leader.
I need to get a yellow point as well.
Oh, for the pagoda?
And a blue point.
Ah, yeah, you need to get your pagoda's points.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, the blues are thin.
If you need me to change some up, I can change them up. So here's an interesting prospect for you.
Yeah.
I want to protect my leader here by adding a yellow tile to them.
Great.
Okay, which is what I'm doing. But it adds it to a state where Matt has the yellow leader.
So
Matt
gets
the yellow point. So here is an interesting situation. Let me change these 5 up because I can do it on my turn for a 5. And those are my 2 actions, Matt. So I would like the bag, please. And it's your turn.
Okay.
And we're right near the end. We don't have many turns left.
Yeah. That's
Ish.
that's very interesting.
Oh, and yeah. That's it.
What is gonna happen because you're just drawing now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my yellow leader out.
Wait a point. Yeah.
I'm gonna add as a first action, and then I'm gonna add a red tile here. So this is now the same state.
Yep.
That means that these 2 leaders are not happy with each other.
Ah, okay. So you've placed this tile.
Yeah.
And then you've created
So
a war between this states.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now our the war is not gonna happen here. Oh yeah, no,
it would.
Yeah.
So that would be it, and you would go home. So I don't think you do want to do that.
Oh no, sorry.
No, you don't want to do
that.
that.
It was a silly thing for me.
Yeah, don't do that. I'll happily let you do that, but for the stream, let's not do that.
Sorry. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place another red. So I'll place it 2.
There we go. Right, there we go. So,
and at the end, I get 1 blue.
oh shit,
1 green. Where is the green?
Do some change? Are we okay? We're okay.
And 1 yellow. I need to do some changing of yellow. All right, off you go.
Over to me, is it? Good. Right, well, let me do... It makes no sense for my red leader to be over there by himself doing absolutely nothing. I could add some red tiles to it, but it seems a bit silly. Why don't I... Because I don't think there is a yellow leader on the board. Why don't I just come here?
Yeah.
And then I'll just be relatively well protected, and it'll get me a yellow point at the end of the turn.
You are, yeah.
Which I don't hate. I don't hate that at all. And then let's also, because I think I need definitely some more of, oh my gosh, I need more of everything. Oh, that's very upsetting. Let's do a, why not add a yellow tile here now? So now I get the point, because your yellow leader came off the board.
Yeah, you're getting a yellow point now.
So now I'll get a yellow point, and another yellow point, and a white point. So there we go. 2 yellow, and a white point. And that is my turn. I'm happy with that.
Perfect.
5, and there we go.
Now, what do I want to do?
What do you want to do?
So, this is now at the stage when you need to start counting your points and seeing what are the lowest one that you have and which one you want to keep pushing.
Yeah.
So, in this case, for me, it makes sense to keep going with reds because I don't have many reds point. So this is going to give me 1 point and this is going to be the second point. So I get 2 points for this, 1 for green, 1 for blue.
1 for green, 1 for blue. Absolutely. There we go. Right. So if I wanted to take the blue pagoda from that, it would be a hard challenge because he's currently surrounded by 3 over there, which is a tough scenario. The green pagoda, I could actually probably take. I mean, I don't know if that's legal. You think it should be?
Yeah, sorry, it would be there.
I could come over there and maybe try and take the green one back from Matt. It would make sense for me to try that. But actually, this state doesn't have a green leader. So I can come in here into this state, I believe. And I can place a green tile.
And getting a green point.
And that'll get me a green point, which I do need a couple more of. So let me get a green point here.
So you're getting 1 green, 1 white.
1 white and 1 yellow.
And 1 yellow.
1 white and 1 yellow. And I'm happy with that.
Perfect.
It certainly is.
Now it's my turn. I'm going to move my blue leader to here.
Okay.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens, just moving.
And then I'm moving my white leader to here.
Okay.
So that is going to create, again, a riot.
So Matt has obviously orchestrated a way where he can reinforce his white leader very, very cleverly and try and force me out of the scenario here.
At this point, I got 3 yellow. You got 3 yellow.
Yes.
But my yellow reader is out, so I got 4 yellow.
And mine is on the board. So
yeah. So do we want to commit tiles?
do I want to commit tiles? Matt, I will say 3, 4, 5. Oh, I mowed a tile, by the way. Give me a tile. So random up in the back. I will say, no, I don't want to commit tiles.
Okay.
So I will concede this one. This comes back home. Matt will get a white point.
White.
That was a great move, Matt.
I'm ending my turn, so I'm getting another white, a blue, and a green.
And these are yours as well. There you go, mate. That is obscene. I hate it. I hate everything about it. Once it's that is such a good move.
And that was my turn.
That was such a good move.
And I did not spend any tiles. It was just moving
just
my leaders.
super good, absolutely. Well, I'm going to let's place a yellow.
What are you guys thinking about the game? Did you actually play before, or
There's a yellow tile there.
yeah?
Yeah, let's
What
know.
was your first impression?
I know Steve's played Tigris and Euphrates, I believe. And then I think.
By the way, how many people do we got watching this?
Let's have a look. I'll have a look on the stats. And then I've got a red tile there.
Because we only got 3 likes. We got 10 people watching.
If you're watching,
hit
give us
the
a like.
button.
That'd be real nice. The algorithm god loves it.
Hit the likes, because it helps us a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a little group of us, but next time could be
more.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, hit those like buttons.
please.
Good stuff.
Okay.
So I did my 2 things, mate, and at the end of my turn, I'll get another yellow point for this pagoda.
Yeah.
And that's it. So, and I'm going to change up 5
Perfect.
here. So if I put 4 back, that is maths.
That's nice. That's really nice.
I hate this so much.
Okay.
I'm so upset.
So my turn. I'm gonna place a white here.
Yeah.
So it gives me 1 point. I'm gonna place another white here.
Give you another white. Oh my
So
gosh.
give me another white.
Ugh,
And then it's
gross.
the end of the turn, so I'm getting another white, another blue, and a green.
That is gross. I don't like it. Right, I definitely need. I need more tiles as well.
Yep, you go.
Yeah, so I need more tiles for my turn, and then you need more tiles. So I need more tiles. Cool. Okay, so how do I go about fixing this scenario? I could. Yeah. Yeah, great. It flows amazingly. It's such a cool game.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, with 3 and 4 players as well, it's as good. I think it's great at 2 even. It's a very good game at 2. I do definitely need to get more of this colour. I don't have enough of, so let me just keep building those.
What are you thinking? What are you thinking?
I'm thinking I need more of a certain colour, man.
Come on, chop, chop.
Chop, 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 chop. I know, but at the same time, let's do this then. Let's get another. Yeah, let's maybe come here with a yellow, which will get me a yellow point. No, I take this guy back.
Okay.
Action 1.
Yes.
Action 2. Let's try and boot your guy out.
Cool. All right. So you
Let's try another revolt. Let's try this. Let's try the same trick.
So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes.
Against my 3.
Plus 1.
Sorry. So you got 6. I got 3 plus 1, 4.
What do you want to commit?
I'm
It's probably quite valuable to you.
gonna commit 3. So I got a power of 4, 7.
7, and I've currently got a power of
6.
6. So I need to commit 2 in order to win here. Well,
Do you have 2 yellow tiles?
Matt, I do not have 2 yellow tiles.
Oh, that's it.
So he comes
He
back.
did try.
I tried.
Did I get a point because I?
You do, yeah.
Yeah,
You
so
kick
I
him
get
off.
a white point.
You have to kick him out. And that was my 2 actions, mate. But it was on my turn, so you don't get anything for
Yeah.
me. For your pagodas, I don't have a pagoda anymore. That I
So
score points
now
for.
I did commit to 3 tiles. That means that I start the turn with 3 tiles.
3 tiles, correct.
So that is always, if you want to force someone's to go through
Just burn their tiles, that's a way of doing it. Let's take a look at the stream. So Sonia says she hasn't played it. It looks interestingly strategic. I'm wondering how thematic it feels while playing. Watching it feels kind of abstract. Yes, it is kind of. It's a Knizia game, so it has that feel, but the feeling is really nice as you play it. It plays really smoothly. It's a wonderful game.
Does Raya Knizia, do you think he's got an hexagon tattoo somewhere?
Maybe.
What do you guys think?
He's got
he's got so.
It'll be on his bow tie.
It'll
be on his bow tie. Simon says it's the kind of game where he thinks he'll be doing okay, but miss one little thing, and Tom will flip the whole thing around and smash it. This will be a Tom game for sure. He's very good at that. Steve has Tigris and Euphrates. Yeah, people think that's better. Some people think it's better. But he says either is a top 5 game for him. Steve, it's a tremendous game. It's going right up my list. BGC, hello. I didn't even see you. You are on there. Of course you are. Nice to see you. The game is solid. Has had the Yellow and Yangtze app on the phone for a while, but didn't get around to playing it much. Did the tutorial, but got distracted by something. So it's a great game. Card Bowdit says, I'd imagine this game's similar skill ability between players is key. Yes, you want people that are relatively similar skill levels.
You need to know the rules.
Or you get crushed.
Yeah.
I mean, I might get crushed.
Especially because when you start thinking about, you can remove tiles in this way, or you can do that, you can do the other things, I can refresh, I can do that, blah, blah, blah. There is a lot of, Is it
on me, by the way?
No, it's me, it's my turn.
Cool.
Okay, I'm gonna put a red tile here. Let's give me 1 red point. And a second action, I'm gonna add blues. Off we go, and I get 2 blue points.
Very good.
Now, wait, I need to do
some change?
I would like something different in terms of like the tokens, but that is what it is. Then I'm getting 1 white.
Okay.
I'm getting 1 blue. I'm getting 1 green.
Very good. Now here's something we haven't done yet, and here's something that I can now do. Now I have the tiles.
Now I need to refresh.
Now you need to refresh. I'm going to spend a blue because my dude is off of the board.
Yeah.
Right? So I spend a blue. And remember, if I spend 2 blue tiles, I can do a Peasant's Revolt.
Yeah.
Which is basically remove a tile from the board. So if
a leader.
But not a leader, just remove a tile from the board. Yeah. So in this instance, if I took this tile from the board, as an example, Matt is no longer connected to this state.
Yes, that's correct.
So he wouldn't be scoring points unless he then filled it in again.
That's correct.
As part of his turn. So that's the first thing that I will do as an action. And then for my second action, I will of course put my yellow guy, my white guy, right back in this state. So I am now the owner of this white pagoda.
Yep.
Which will get me at the end of the turn
a white point.
Yeah. And I think that's pretty much it. It's not amazing, but I want to stop you getting all of those white points every turn. So I will take just 1 here, and then I will also change up. That's my turn, mate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I need a tile.
You need tiles, okay.
There we go.
For my next turn, I'm gonna put a red tile here, and then I'm gonna put a blue tile here. The red tile is going to give me a point, the blue tile is going to give me a point, and it's going to create a wall. So now the wall is happening here. That's where the wall happens. Now the leaders are just the 2 white again. Now your army strength is 5. My army strength is 5, 6, 7, 8. Both our leaders are out, so they do not count. So it's 5 against 8.
Now, I can choose to commit.
Yes, and I can choose to commit. I am the aggressor, so I commit first.
Left of the aggressor.
Oh, left of the aggressor. You go.
In a revolt, the defender.
Yeah, sorry, you go.
Let me...
You got 5, 8. So unless you got 3 to commit,
I want to force you to burn more on this side, that's all. So not that it matters too much to me, but let's just do that. I commit a red tile. There we go.
Okay. And I commit a red tile as well. So
the difference between the two is, as we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 versus 8, was it? So it's 3.
3. So 1 is the first one.
And get rid of 2 from...
And then it's going to be 2 and 3.
Beautiful. There we go.
Now
then at the end of your turn,
I kick
you kick
the
me
white out, so I'm getting a white point.
Yeah.
And at the end of the turn, I'm getting a white point, a green point that I need to exchange, and a blue point that I need to exchange.
Very good. Right. Oh my gosh. I think it's all going wrong. I think Matt might have this one, but we will see. On my turn, I burn a blue tile. Let's create another state. Off we go. They've got to stop this happening, and I will do much the same. I'll come straight back in until you burn all of your blue tiles out.
That's fine.
And I'll get another white point at the end of my turn. I don't know if this is good for me. I think this is probably the last time I'll give that a crack until Matt maybe gives in. And that is it for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Over to you, sir.
My turn again. Oh, I should have get 3 tiles.
Need some more tiles,
sorry.
yeah.
And we are
right near the end.
Right near the end.
Maybe 2, maybe 3 turns left, maximum.
Yeah. All right. What we're gonna do is
Not many turns
have
left.
some fun again. Here we go again. There is another war.
No, he's not again. You've done it again.
White versus white, and it's 4 versus 7.
We take this one off now.
Yeah,
So,
6 versus 5. Now, how much you want to commit?
Now, I will commit 1 because you may not have the strength. So now it's a tie, and the defender would win a tie.
Okay.
So I put 6.
So,
Sugar.
another one.
He has won. I took a risk. Okay.
So I again, this is gonna keep.
So he goes away. No, that is now my
This
mistake.
was my first turn.
Yep.
Second turn, I place a white tile.
Oh, here we go.
So I'm getting another white point.
And then the third white point.
And a third white
For the
point at
pagoda.
the start. 1 blue.
Here we go. Now
green.
it's all happening for Matt.
And the red one when I placed the...
Yeah, the red one when you placed it. Okay, so let's do something here. Let's pop my yellow leader in because I think I've not been able to do that. So I can at least get a point for that as well. And I think I really need some more of those, but I don't have them. That's a shame. So let's pop.
Oh, wait. Because
Yes.
I needed to get
I need
3
some more
tiles.
This might be it. Is this it?
1, 2, 3 tiles.
Oh, you can? Okay, there is one more turn. There is one more turn. Can I get some points? Probably not. At the end of my turn, maybe I can't. Let's maybe move this person over there to maybe I can do that. Or I can instead just do my force a revolt here. If I can do that. So I think instead of placing him for my first thing,
you want to put the white, maybe?
Maybe it makes sense for the defense, right? So if I put my white here, force the revolt, and then we'll see what happens. I will...
So you got 5, you got strength of 5, I got got strength of 6 because your leader is out.
Yes.
I got a strength of 4 because my leader is out.
Yeah, and I'll commit 2 to this.
Okay, you...
We'll hopefully boot you out.
Yeah,
with this
go
one.
for that, yeah.
So you leave, finally, you leave. I'll take my 1 point for kicking you out. There we go, so that goes there. These are spent. And then for my second action, I will put my yellow leader here.
Yeah.
So this will get me at the end of my turn, a yellow point and a white point.
That's correct.
So that is I need to get some change, which I'll do, and a yellow point. And let me put 4 back in here and take a 5. And then let's see, I've got 3 tiles here, so I need to pull 3. I pull exactly 3. So Matt will have the last turn of the game.
So the game ends when
one
of the player cannot pull a tile out.
Correct, this is the last turn.
So this is going to be the last turn. All right, let's see how we can do maximum damage.
Don't do maximum damage. Do minimum damage.
Okay, what is that I'm lacking of?
Minimum damage, please, Matt. Don't hurt
I'm
me.
not lacking too
Sonia's
much.
wondering how different every game plays out, how the areas turn out. Yeah,
a lot.
If players need to adjust strategically in every
A
game.
lot,
Yeah.
because first of all, you don't know what tiles you're gonna pull out.
Mm-hmm.
You can be very unlucky, pull out always one color. You got the open market, of course, with the green tiles that you can. But for example,
We didn't
if
use
you
it much,
see
and we didn't
the
have many green
market
tiles.
is all green. That means that to get something from market, you need to play green. But the greens are here. They're not been
in the bag.
many out.
And also, we're playing in a two-player game. You can optionally take out tiles, which we did for a shorter game. So there's 24 tiles not in the game, which may well be green ones.
Okay, this is my last turn. What I want to do? How many points? Can
I want
get?
you to concede to my superior strategy.
2 reds. I could get 2 reds.
Well, Sonia, it's a very good game. It's absolutely tremendous. It has a really, I don't know, Knizian vibe to it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just tremendous.
All right, let's finish like this. I get 2 red tiles,
There we
2
go.
red points, 1 green point, and 1 blue point. That's
good.
very much the
And that is it. Matt was
game.
trying to pull some tiles out of the bag, but he cannot. So at this point, the game ends. So
This is when you start
we
counting.
reveal. So these screens can go away. Matt can throw this one away. Excellent. And we'll start counting up. So this hopefully should be relatively quick.
do have quite
I think you're done very well,
number.
mate. So you're going to make stacks of everything. Change up as necessary. So I'll change my 5s up. There's a stack there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 blue. There's a stack there.
I think I've done well. Not
I think
sure
you've done
how
well.
but
I think you've done very well. There's 5 there.
I think I might have won this one.
I think
but I'm
you
not,
might
well,
have
yeah,
done.
but you know, I always think that I win games and then I go down. And just say, how did I manage to lose?
Okay, so I think we've both done better than the last time we played, where we scored very low.
Yeah.
But we will see. So that is 5, 6, 7. I'm going to change that up.
So
to
again,
5
when you count your whites now, you can allocate those whites to balance any of the colors that you want.
Correct.
In
They
the
are the
number
ultimate
that
balance.
in the number that you want. So you could have counted as
Can I give
3 red and 7 yellow, for
Give
example.
you a 5 there, maybe.
Yeah.
So I can have to change it. So, yes. 1, 2, 3. So that's 5, that's 10 there. And that's 5, 1, 2, 10. There we go. 1, 2.
Yeah, I really like this game.
There we go. My final score, Matt, I think you've already smashed it. My final score is 11 points.
11 points, okay.
11 points.
So I need to, my lowest one needs to be higher
than 11.
11. So I already can see that my greens are higher than 11. My yellow are higher than 11. My blue definitely higher than 11. My reds are 5, 6, 10. But then I can add
Loads of white.
as many white as I want.
So let's
I
do
got quite a lot.
excellent. So
white.
you've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 there. So okay. What would your final score be, Matt? We spread that
Do you
out.
want to really do
You
it?
don't have to.
Let's do it. If I put 5 here, put 3 here.
15?
It could probably be more than that. It probably I can do 20.
20?
Yeah.
In each colour?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that has smashed me.
Yeah,
20
because
to...
these are, I know these are 10.
5, 10, yeah.
Yeah. 15, 17, 21.
Yeah.
5, 10,
15,
12.
17. Yeah.
I know 5,
15,
15,
17,
17.
Yeah. 5, 10, 15,
4,
17, 19, yeah. And then what have we got here?
and then is 3, 4, 5, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18,
Yeah, 18,
19.
19 points to 11 points. There we go. We finally got to the end of that. Well, that is
I finally
Juan.
won a game now of this series.
Yeah, you finally won a game of the series.
But then
so
normally you
it's
won the
2-1.
games that I normally
Well,
play
you
more,
won.
and
Yeah, that's
it's-
right.
Yeah.
The other way around. But this is a really, really great game. Yeah, BGC saying that Matt had a lot of cool turns. You did have a couple of really cool
I've done
turns.
a couple of good moves, I think.
Yeah, you really did. I think I should have burned this way earlier. There was
Yeah.
a couple of chances I think I had to do this, and I didn't do it. Yeah, almost 2-1. Yeah, Matt smashed me in that one. I think having me controlling this at the start was a great idea. and then when you came and took it from me, kicking me out and then getting the pagoda.
That is the thing.
That happened 2 or 3 times,
and that
three
is
times in
gives
a row.
you double points
Double
every
points.
turn.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that
yeah.
is
that was
a lot.
the issue there.
Yeah.
I think I banked too much on you maybe not being able to win it back, and each time you did. But that's the thing with the screen. You don't know what's behind the screen.
Exactly, and
So
you can always
sometimes-
play. Normally, in a very cool mechanics is in 4 players. When it go to war, everyone can commit tiles, even if they're not in the fight, but to help one side of the other. And so there is a little bit of that political.
Because there may be a reason why you want to kick out a certain colour, or you want to see one side state win. If you've got your clashing leaders in there. I mean, it's such a cool flowing game. It's a really good one, Matt, and I'm really glad I picked it up. I think Phalanx have done a great job on this game.
Yeah.
Some people have complained about the standees and stuff like that, like being hard to read, but actually they're perfectly fine.
Good. Yeah, exactly.
I've had no issue with these.
They're very colourful. Like it's a colourful but plain at the same time. It's just like there's not much to read, to be honest. One is yellow, one is red.
Yeah.
One is a leader, one is. I mean, you just need to see the base is the plastic one that you know that is the leader. You don't even need the standee.
Well, you do to identify who's whose.
Yeah. But fair enough.
Yeah.
But. Yeah,
but they could be tokens instead with the thing printed on them. I think that might have been a good solution actually. Instead of having a standee, maybe having the screen printed character on them. Maybe could have been an option.
I think it's absolutely fine.
Yeah,
it's a very good game. But
yeah, I would thoroughly recommend if you haven't played this or Tigris and Euphrates or Yellow and Yangtze, what it was otherwise known as, then I think we both recommend you go and try it.
Yeah, absolutely. We really like the game, so very good price point as well, because I think it's like £40
£40 plus minus.
Something like that.
Yeah, so you can find the retail version.
Yeah, and go for once. I would say go for the retail version. The minis are really nice. Not really needed for this kind of game.
No, I don't think so.
I think
it's very much a Euro game, right?
It will make the board messier, I think.
Yeah.
It just got a lot of minis, so it kind of like covers what is behind the minis and stuff. So, well, my recommendation would be for once, it will be the basics, the basic
game.
one. Yeah,
absolutely. It's fantastic. Very much a Euro game. Very much tile placement game. The theme is the theme. It doesn't really scream theme, but the game carries it. It's very interactive. It's highly game.
Yeah, especially even higher counts player. What had happened for us toward the end of the game is way more frequent.
Yeah, all sorts of things going on. People moving stuff around. All right, should we call it there, Matt?
Yeah.
Let's take it to the outro. We'll see if there's any comments at the end.
An hour and 40 minutes. So.
Longest one so far. Yeah. So, Max, thanks very much, Max, for hanging out with us. Appreciate you.
Do you want to say again about the join button?
Yeah, please do. If that's something that interests you and you want extra content, then that is an option.
Yeah, how much is it?
It's $5.99, and you get a bunch of stuff, including things like giveaways, including things like merch that we're working on as well, and some additional content, all for you. We could have had different tiers and stuff like that, but we went that.
Yeah, just let's do it simple. Giving you guys something more. Of course, it really helps us as a channel.
And if it's successful enough, we can do member-only live streams, and that's also an option as well in there as well. So BGC says, good to have a competitive series. I hope you guys think of a funny forfeit. We are still thinking of it. We'll probably announce that on the next live if we can do that. Whoever loses season 1. Which is really nice. Sonia says, thank you for showing the game in the stream. Sonia, you're very welcome. Pleasure, as always.
Thank you for being out with us for the entire, almost couple of hours.
Yeah, absolutely. And Carl about it, very enjoyable to hang out. Great to hang out with you as well. And we'll see you at UKG next year.
Absolutely.
Carl, have you decided if you're going to Spiel or not? I remember you saying you were thinking about it. You should go. It's amazing.
Yeah, and we can
and we'll see you there.
Hang around there. Yeah.
Absolutely. And other than that,
I think that's it. Yeah. Don't forget, again, next video is coming out on Monday.
Monday, Thursday, every single week. And we've got incredibly exciting news that we might be ready to share on our next live. Ooh. So join us for that. Ooh. It is wild.
Before we finish,
we've got some wild plans.
Can you please, all of you now, click on the like button? Well, we got 13 likes.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, keep doing likes. And yeah, share and tell all the peoples about us and subscribe.
Yeah, and check out the next live stream next month for some amazing news. We'll catch you again real soon.
Ciao.